From the Lake of Fire.
Where's the Lake of Fire?
It's how the heck am I
Give me
supposed to know?
a general idea.
How the heck am I supposed to know where the Lake of Fire is at?
Because it tells you a few verses up.
God. The location of the Lake of Fire?
Yeah. Start at 11 where he was at and then go back up.
Revelations 14, verse 11.
Bring it out.
And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever.
Right, go ahead.
And they have no rest day or night.
This is what he read. Now go up to the verse.
And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen.
Babylon is fallen. Where's Babylon? Right.
See, that can be interpreted different.
Okay, what is your interpretation?
There will be a modern day Babylon.
What is modern day Babylon? Where's that at?
Pretty much, I would say all of Europe, US,
All of Europe.
pretty much
Europe
I'd say-
and the U.S. So this smoke is going up from Europe and the U.S. But it's speaking about one locale.
No. You guys are interpreting it differently.
Read it.
Revelations 14, verse 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen.
All right.
Is fallen.
All right.
That great city. Because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Proving that it's one locale, it says this great city.
Teach them, huh?
This is one setting, right? Now let's see who's ruling this kingdom, right? Give me Psalms 137 and 7. Right? You say Mystery Babylon is Europe and America. Who would you say is ruling Europe and America? These white people you trying to save.
Gone.
The elite,
The white people you trying to save.
satanic Jews.
White people you trying to save.
I'm not trying to say that.
Right?
Oh, Psalms 137 and 7.
Right?
Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom.
Who are the children of Edom?
You
You don't know. So every time we go to a verse, even verses that you want to go to, you don't know shit about it, but you're trying to teach brothers.
Right.
But you got it on your phone.
No. That was just me.
What verse?
Look around the list.
He'll get you an extra Bible. Let's finish reading this though.
The children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem.
So it says, Lord, remember the children of Edom because these wicked people haven't paid for their crimes yet. Go ahead.
Who said, grace it, even to the foundation thereof.
They were cheering on these nations when they tore down our temple. Go ahead.
O daughter of Babylon.
Oh, daughter of Babylon, these Edomites are those ruling in Babylon. Right, go ahead.
Who are to be destroyed.
Right? These are the people it's speaking about that this smoke is going to go up forever and ever. The lake of fire, like the brother said, is over here in America. Right? What's the judgment for Babylon? Give me as overthrow of Sodom. Jeremiah 49 and 18. What you looking for? I can help you out.
I think I found it.
Just paraphrase. I'm gonna ask you again. Maybe you learned something since we read those verses. Where's the smoke coming up from the verse that you went to?
It's like Revelation, so go to 9, 14:9.
You read it.
And the third angel told them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
Okay.
And he shall be tormented with fire brimstone in the presence of the angels and in the presence of the Holy Lamb. So, guys, you guys realize you guys can end up in the lake of fire for all eternity if you take
Yeah, of course.
if you take the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
You know the mark of the beast was created, right?
Yeah. What is the mark of the beast?
It's a microchip. It's the RFID
Okay.
identification chip.
Okay, we can agree with that. Where is this smoke coming up from?
From the lake of fire.
Where's the lake of fire?
In another realm.
In Babylon. You already said it's not in Babylon.
Where the Bible say that the earth and the old heaven have passed away, and there's a new paradise and earth.
Give me
This earth will continue to see like full of people. Like this earth is gonna be here forever, right? Do you guys even know?
Wait. So the earth is going to be destroyed completely. Is that what you're saying?
It'll be a new earth.
Give me Ecclesiastes, I believe 1 and 9. Yeah. It's hard. I saw the frustration in your face. It's hard dealing with brothers that won't even listen to answers and then can't give us an answer when we ask them their own interpretation.
Right.
Four.
Ecclesiastes 1 verse 4.
Bring
So
it
he
out.
says, when the new heavens, or when this earth and heaven pass away and new heaven and new earth come into being, this one is completely destroyed.
One generation passeth away,
One generation pass away,
and another generation cometh,
all right?
but the earth abideth forever.
Explain that.
What verse is that?
Ecclesiastes 1 and 4.
Which one?
Ecclesiastes 1 and 4. You ain't got to go to it. Just explain why it says the earth abides forever.
That literally contradicts what we're on.
So the Bible contradicts itself. All right.
That
This is not a
guys,
good Christian.
I think you guys are taking everything like too direct.
Put it in context.
You know, some stuff are just metaphors, right?
Explain how that metaphor makes sense.
Say it again.
Read it. Explain how this makes sense in any, whether it's a metaphor or literal, right?
Ecclesiastes 1 verse 4.
Right.
One generation passeth away,
One generation passed away. Don't forget. I want that in the metaphor form too. Keep going.
and another generation cometh,
And another generation come. Go ahead.
but the earth abideth forever.
Explain that metaphor.
The earth abideth forever. See now, there I would go to different translations to get the overall meaning.
I'm gonna get some different.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. We can do that. That's a responsible thing to do if you want to know what a verse means, right? Go into the Hebrew, go into the Greek, go into different translations, right? That's we encourage that,
Right.
right?
This is the NIV. Generation come and generation go, but the earth remains forever.
It don't matter what translation you get it in, though. The truth is the truth. It says the earth remains forever. So,
Yeah, but
so
like,
how
that
do we
doesn't directly
reconcile?
mean- that's
How
what
do
it
we
means.
reconcile this verse that says the earth remains forever, and your understanding that the earth is going to be completely destroyed?
It's gonna be a new one. So it can be that, but that's just what's
The NLT. Generation come and generation go, but the earth never changes. How's it gonna be a new
The
one?
earth is changing every second.
So the Bible's lying.
Yeah. Again, we see.
Guys, there's different ways to interpret this.
We read the
Bible's-
Bible to Christians, and they throw the Bible out,
Right,
right? So
The earth never changes, right? It literally just changed in the last second. I just spoke.
how? How?
I got you. I got you.
It revolves around the sun, right?
I got
No,
you.
hold on.
Seasons, and
Hold
the
on.
earth is
When
constantly changing.
hold on. In this conversation, when did any of these brothers say anything like that? You're making assumptions about what you think we believe without asking us.
right,
Right?
So you guys know the earth is flat.
Regardless, what does that matter when these damn white people gotta go into slavery and my people still in slavery?
right,
Guys, you guys, the enemy is out there, and you guys are directing your energy towards white people.
Give me Deuteronomy. Get what you got. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
What do you think
About-
would happen
hold on,
if we all
about you
came
saying the earth
together
change. Hold on,
and
George.
took down these elite pedophile pieces of shit? Huh?
George, let me read this.
These damn crackers are the pedophiles.
No.
Keep
Right.
going, read that.
Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that had been
it is that which shall be.
Right.
And that which is done, it is that which shall be done.
Right?
And there is no new thing under
Under the
the
sun.
sun.
Right.
Is the earth under the sun, sir?
Yeah.
What's your name? George. The earth is under the sun.
Yeah.
Yes. Right? We got an emphatic yes. Everybody heard that. How many witnesses? A lot. Right? Read that one more time.
Ecclesiastes 1 and 9.
The
Read
earth
that
is
up.
under the sun. Right? Read.
The thing that hath been,
The thing that hath been.
it is that which shall be.
Yes, sir.
And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
There's no new thing on earth because the earth is under the sun. That's the answer you gave. Right? Now, this one
There's different
thing.
ways to interpret that, though. If you guys are interpreting your own way.
Look,
Right.
there,
It comes down
hold
to-
on. Listen to me when I say this, right? There is no private interpretation.
Right.
You can show us that what we're saying is wrong and prove it out of the Bible. We have to accept it.
Right.
But you haven't given any viable antithesis for anything these brothers, this
And
brother
that's my fault.
said.
So I need to read the Bible.
Okay, so it's irresponsible on your part to come up here combative like that with the Bible instead of coming to learn.
Right.
At the very least, you should learn about the opposition before you go to war with them.
Right.
I get your point of view. Just
Okay.
that it just doesn't align with.
With your beliefs, not the Bible, because all we've been reading is the Bible.
Right.
It just don't
Guys,
align with
just, you
your
know,
beliefs.
You guys are doing exactly what they want you to. Guys,
Which
they want us.
Jewish, white, elite people want Black Hispanics and Native Americans to read their Bible, connect back to their God, proclaim rulership of this earth and slavery under them.
Right.
Give me
In Revelation
Hebrews 5 and
13,
12.
17, right? It says.
13 and 17?
And he calls them all great, small, both rich and
To get the mark
poor,
of the beast.
mark of the
Right.
beast, right? So here it says, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Jesus and for the word of God, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image.
Who
neither had
are the
received his
witnesses
mark.
of God? Who are the witnesses of God? Give me Isaiah 45, I believe.
Teach
Who
them.
are the witnesses of God that thou speaking about? This is why you.
That one would be Jesus. I'm not sure. Would that be?
I'm gonna show you.
Would that be? Does anybody who says right now?
Hey, quick question. You said the elite run the world.
Yeah.
Was the elite out here hanging us, or was it the average white person?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Are the elite giving you shit?
Hold on.
Through
Stay
TV?
on topic.
Or
Who are those witnesses? What was your answer?
What?
What was your answer for who those witnesses were?
I'd say people in Jesus' time.
Okay. People in Jesus' time, people that Jesus went to go minister to,
Yeah.
which were Israelites.
Right.
Go ahead, read
Okay.
that.
Isaiah 43 and 10.
Slockies. Read. Yeah, start at 1.
Isaiah 43 and 1. But now thus saith the Lord that created thee, O Jacob,
Right.
and he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not.
Right, so he's speaking to a particular nation, the nation of Israel, right? Go ahead.
Verse 10. Ye are my
He
witnesses.
says, the nation of Israel are my witnesses. These are the people that are going to be saved because they have faith and works, and they're not going to take the mark of the beast, right? So, again, we circle back around to salvation being for Israel.
Right.
You haven't, since we've been up here this hour plus time, you haven't shown us that any other nation can be saved. You haven't shown us what salvation is. What is salvation? What's your answer?
Repenting and coming to Jesus Christ.
repenting,
open heart.
so being saved from your sins.
Yeah.
Is that the only thing salvation is? What else is salvation? Give me Luke 1 and
67.
I want to say we're going to skip all that, go to like
That's
7.
salvation is something Jesus gives. That's
Okay. So being saved from your sins, right? Being
Yeah,
saved
I
from your
guess, yeah.
sins. Yup. Oh, wait. Blah, 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 blah. There's another one. Start at 71 and then skip to 77.
Right. Luke 1, verse 70. Luke 1, verse 71. That we should be saved from our enemies.
This is Luke, New Testament, speaking about Israelites, saying that they have to be saved from their enemies. Right? We can agree with that much. Okay. The Israelites have to be saved from their enemies. Go ahead.
And from the hand of all that hate
And
us.
these people who the brother pointed out are our enemies and that hate us, those that hung us, lynched us, oppress us still to this day.
Right.
Skip down.
77. To give knowledge of salvation unto his people by the remissions of their sins.
His people are who?
Anybody that comes to Jesus Christ.
Where? Show me anywhere in the Bible that says that. Anywhere. Or any translation you want, any language you want. Who are his people? Give me a verse. Anybody.
This is First Chronicles 17 and 21. Bring it out, huh? And what one nation in the earth is like thy people Israel?
His people. So this qualifies that God's people, Jesus' people, are the Israelites. Now you have to give us an antithesis that says anybody else, any other nation is his people. If you cannot do that with the Bible, then what you're saying is bullshit. And we're not just interpreting things privately.
How about this? We're gonna come back for round 2 because I'm going to Colombia tomorrow. I gotta get packaged.
I'm gonna tell you, you did horribly round 1.
This was round 2. Oh, round 3. This was round 2.
It was like Mayweather beating up on a homeless dude.
Yes, because you guys have a lot of knowledge of the Bible, and I'll be honest with you guys, I can't defend that well. But I will, because you guys are going to be very, very surprised.
What is the reason that you hate what we do so much? Why have you taken it upon yourself to put yourself in a position to oppose us when you don't know what we teach, don't understand anything we teach, and don't even understand your own points?
Man, powerful question.
So, you're trying to say John 3:16, right?
Okay, John 3.
Only applies to the Israelites.
I'm gonna show you how much you don't know about John 3:16.
Wait. Do you see the fault in your thinking though?
You haven't shown me any.
A white person gives their life to Jesus Christ. They live by the Bible, and they won't get saved just because they're white. That's what you're trying to say. That's what you guys trying to say.
What's the proof that someone is following after Christ? Because
They might call themselves.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm 30 years old. How old are you, Zamar? How old are you, Marshall? 41. How old are you, Yarika?
62.
Have you ever seen a white person that follows God according to the Bible? No.
Never.
I've seen a couple.
But you don't even know what it means to follow God. So your perspective on what that means and who is aligns with that, doesn't make any sense to even be involved in this conversation.
Right.
Right?
Uh,
So what does it mean to follow God?
Some of us,
okay, let's say you wait until marriage, right?
because if it broke all our spirit.
Look, we were talking about one thing. We were talking about salvation. The
Kill
brothers
anybody.
started talking about
Put your
flat
faith
and
in
round
Jesus
earth.
Christ.
He's
You
trying to
follow
teach
his
on
way.
earth.
You don't take the mark of the beast. Anybody can be saved. I don't get why you guys have all these hate towards white people.
Yeah, please say.
Go ahead.
And you were there when we
Matthew 15:8.
Yep.
This people draw nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
Right.
But in vain they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
So this is the problem that the brother was trying to explain we have with Christianity, right? Because they pick up this Bible, and instead of teaching and reading out of the Bible verbatim and then giving understanding on what it's saying, you give us beliefs that are nowhere found in the Bible, right? You're giving us feelings and emotion that these white people in the Christian church have taught you.
Right.
Yes.
So, you know,
I'm gonna be really pissed off if this white woman has more sense than me.
Right.
now,
Don't yell
sir,
at her, please.
my mom, I'm actually Native American enough to
Native-
make jewelry and sell it as a Native American. So please don't judge by what you see.
Well, I'm not. What's your mother?
My mom's Cherokee and Mohawk.
I knew it. What's your dad?
My dad is Swedish.
I knew it. Look, and the reason I'm gonna give you game, right? The
Right.
reason I ask you, this is for the brothers, not you in particular. The reason I ask what their mother is first is because they can't wiggle out of it if they give me that their mother is the one that's Indian, right? You're more inclined to answer what you think is the right answer the first time.
Can you
Right.
give her the floor?
Now.
though? Can you give her the floor?
Chill the fuck out, bro.
Well, sir.
Listen, I've had
Right.
one day.
Sir,
I'm not. Am I being rude to her?
Yes. No.
You being rude
No.
to me though, so chill
But
out.
the only thing
I'm-
is that everything that it's not what goes into the body that makes you impure, it's what comes out. And we have to be real careful. If you're going to speak the word of God, we got to make it clean.
That's
because
fine. That's fine.
we're-
I agree
we
with
have
that.
to always cherish God.
What
Even
nation
whether
in the
it's
what nation in the Bible do you come from? Because you say you trying to claim Native American, which would be the right answer, the best answer for you to have, but
Right.
you can't claim
well,
that.
in this, in
There's
this,
Gentile and there's Jew. You
actually-
get grafted into the tree.
I
if you're not
actually observe the
Jewish.
Sabbath, even though I believe in Yeshua. So,
So
and I believe in the Torah. I read the Torah every morning, and I know where all these people came from.
where do these people come from?
These are the tribes of Israel.
All right. So you agree that
But
black, Hispanic?
actually-
Hold on. You
I don't.
agree?
I
Hold
believe that
on.
we're all.
Keep standing with me.
I believe that
Listen.
all of us.
Listen. So now it's all of us. Everybody is from one nation of people, from the nation of Israel.
From Adam and Eve. And,
Yes.
And
Yes.
Give me numbers
I
1 and
believe
18.
that Abraham was the one who
All right, that's
had
enough.
hospitality.
You're going into slavery because you're
That's
not-
right!
You are not giving her a chance.
Abraham was the one
Stop.
who
Give her
had
the floor. Give her the floor. Give her the floor.
hospitality.
Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18.
Bring it on up.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month.
You say you read the Torah, so you should know this.
Right.
And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
So who your father is determines what your lineage is. Because you said your father is Swedish, that makes you a white woman. So I was
believe-
dead on when I called
I
you a
believe
white woman.
that Yeshua broke all of those curses off of me.
What,
I don't.
what does
my
what does
chains
what
fell
does
to the
Yeshua look
ground.
like? What does Yeshua look like?
Hey, may I ask one
No,
question?
you can't. What does
Yeshua is
Yeshua
the
look
spirit.
like?
Flesh profit is nothing.
Give me
It's spirit. Your
deny
flesh, my
you
body's
walked in
not
the
going to
flesh.
inherit eternal life. It's my spirit.
Okay, did he live as a man on the earth?
He did. He did.
Okay, what he look like?
And he became
What
a
he look
curse.
like? What he look like?
Who cares?
Wow.
Do you?
Yeah.
I care what the Spirit says because I want the Holy Spirit to fill me and have
Look, hold on.
resurrection
If you
power.
can't understand something at the base
I don't
level,
wanna be
which is the
changed.
flesh, you have no business like this brother going above your pay
Okay,
grade to
let's
speak
go
about
back-
the spirit.
Let's
the
go back to
spiritual, yeah.
Ecclesiastes. And
me
it
get
talks
this up.
about how there is spirit that goes down into the
This is the book of John, chapter 7, verse 38. He that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of running water.
The only way you have any understanding is if you believe and teach about Christ by what the Bible says. The only reason your doctrine, or only way your doctrine is ever going to hold weight up here or anywhere else, is if it is according to what the Bible says, not what you say.
Right.
Right?
My friend, may I ask something? Why is
You're native, right?
yes?
Go
Why
ahead.
is she getting shut down for her native stuff? She is native to the north. We are native to Native America. You are native
And
to
my husband's
Africa
Hispanic.
and the Middle East. Why are you shutting these things down? You're not listening to her. You're shutting her down.
I'm
Like,
listening.
like she's
Are
like,
you
she's
intoxicated?
like, she's
Are
like,
you
Right.
intoxicated?
Right.
no,
You on that
no,
fire
no,
water,
look,
ain't
wait
you?
up. I just took her dog. But why so close? You're just like slamming her, and I'm like, you're not even giving her
Listen,
Know them
a chance.
by their
listen,
love.
listen.
Know
I'm
them
like-
by
I'm
their
like-
love.
Shut up.
So
I'm about to answer your question.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
about to answer
That-
your
that-
question.
That is not good. That's
I'm
not
about
good.
to answer
That
your
is not
question.
good. You don't tell people to shut up.
Listen,
if they're gonna
Do you
express
want me to
something.
answer the question or no?
You don't. You don't do that.
I can't stand
This is not. This is not. This is not.
I
This is
spoke
not
up because
communication.
you're supposed to
This is
speak
not
Christ's
communication.
love. About love.
I'm gonna
Talk
answer.
about-
Hold on. Camera on me. Fuck what they talking about, right?
And if you're gonna
You're
talk
going into
the
slavery.
Bible,
for
Bring it
what
out!
you can't
You're
say
going into
those
slavery.
words.
God hates you and Jesus Christ hates you.
Right!
That's right.
Hey, God cares more about the dogs you have than you,
That's right.
right?
That's fine.
Now, the reason I gave them that answer,
God loves me and always has.
prove it in the Bible.
Right.
Read Romans 9 and 13. Please get that before they get across the street.
Romans 9, verse 13. As it is written,
As it is written,
Jacob have I loved,
like Hispanics and Native Americans, I have loved.
but Esau have I hated.
And I hate you damn crackers. Right? Now, what was the question the brother asked me?
He was just going on about why you.
My parents were
God.
Yeah, he trying to get some golden
Hey,
retriever cookies.
hey, he just wants your social security check.
Get it.
Oh, okay. So he said that he's native to this land, she's native to wherever the fuck. We're native to Africa, right? Why are we acting like we're different people? 30 years is a short time on earth. Right. Short time on earth. In my 30 years, in this little conversation, it's not even enough to vocalize or make known everything that these people have done to his people, right? Nothing we can say in the amount of time we're out here can compare to what they've done to his people
Right.
over the centuries.
Bring it out, Doc.
Right? So even if we were rude, cuss these people out, they have blood on their hands.
Right.
Right? Who agrees that Native Americans may very well be the most destroyed tribe mentally?
I will have to agree.
It's close.
Some people say Judah.
Right, it's close.
I mean, and
Because
you can play the game with each tribe,
Right.
but Gad is on another level. This woman is trying to, in your face, it's like a damn Jewish man coming up saying, I'm a Jew and you're not. Because she just told him that I'm Native American, right? when she's a whole fucking crock out here? It don't make no sense.
Hey, the tribe she named is $5 Indian.
Right. And you damn near almost always know for a fact that when a damn white person comes up here and tries to claim Native American, the first thing out of their mouth is Cherokee. You go online and look up the ancient Cherokee, they're black as fuck. Salakia for my language, but they're black as hell, right? But there was a time period where they could pay $5 and then label themselves as Cherokee and reap those benefits. And this is the what's up with you, bro?
The Most High will impart wisdom.
Give me that out of the mouth of babes. How many weeks have you been coming up here, Kenny? It's been about a month.
Oh, praise.
This brother, look, out of everything that we've said up here, and we could fly off at the tongue, we could be in error a lot of times, but we come out here and read this Bible, right? This brother's been coming up here for a month consecutively, haven't missed a camp, right? And he has more knowledge seemingly than this brother that looks like he's 35, 40, right? Read what you got.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 8. Chapter 8 and verse 2. Out of the mouth of babes and sucklings hast thou ordained strength because of thine enemies, that thou mightest still the enemy and the avenger.
Give me a slide. What is that? Give me Job 32. That's what I want. Job 32. Start at 6.
Job 32,
Hey,
verse.
it's very hard to put new wine, new doctrine, new teachings into an old vessel because you're stuck in your ways more times than not, right? Jesus gave a parable that when you put new wine into old wineskins, it bursts the bottle. They can't hold this knowledge a lot of times because they're so used to what they believe in. Read. Yeah. Elihu. Either one. However you want to pronounce it.
And Elihu, the son of Barashel, the Bazite, answered and said, I am young, and ye are very old.
Right, this brother is young. That dude was, he's lived a whole lifetime. A lot of our people don't live to see 18, right? So he's lived a lifetime plus more. Read.
Wherefore I was afraid, and durst not show you mine opinion.
Right,
I said days should speak, and multitude of years should teach wisdom.
right. Our nation as a whole is failing because the older generation failed to teach us what we need to do.
Right.
Right? Failed to teach us what we should do, how we should conduct ourselves as young men and women. Read.
But there is a spirit in man.
But there is a spirit in man that is not subject to age or time on this earth. Right? As we see in this young man, he has more wisdom to come keep seeking this knowledge than this dude who don't know his own doctrine coming to fight us.
Right.
Read.
And days should speak, and multitude of years shall teach wisdom.
Right.
But there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding.
Right.
Great men are not always wise.
Great men are not always wise, and we see that all the time. We come out here living our daily lives, whatever it is, we see old ass fools all the time. Read.
Neither do the aged understand judgment.
And we see that in our nation, especially because the old generation want to cling to their enemies. Taught us to love and forgive those who raped, robbed, and murdered us. Right? Like this dude over here.
Right.
Right? What's up,
Right.
Chester? What's up, Chester?
What you guys talking about?
We talking about the Bible,
Right.
life.
I heard you say something about an old dude over here.
Yeah, you're one of the elders amongst this group, right? Maybe you can teach us something.
I don't know. You guys,
What's your name?
Chris,
Chris. What's your nationality?
U.S.
U.S. Irish, French. Okay. So you understand that every European nation had a hand at one point in time in Black, Hispanic, Native American slavery. Okay. Right? So you had a hand in taking us into slavery, building your wealth, generational, national wealth from those acts. What do you think should happen to your people for those things?
I think there should be reparations.
What reparations means to repair, so what type of repairing?
Monetary is only.
Monetary, okay, that's cool. So you willing to break bread right now?
What's that?
You got some money on you? Run your pockets.
Right.
What do I got? I got a dollar on it. I don't know about that.
Give me what you got.
Right.
But I'll tell you about it.
You ain't gonna get a dollar.
You guys probably relate to that, right?
Say it again?
There's this stuff going on in Texas with Governor, what's his name, Abbott.
Okay.
He was going on. They passed
I ain't
it.
seen you go for that wallet not one time.
I don't got much of it. But I got a fucking
I'll take a credit card, just don't decline it when,
Right.
when you walk
Here's a
out.
dollar.
Let me get that.
I'll give you that. It's a token gesture. But anyway, Greg Abbott. Look this guy up.
He collects our money. Yep.
Well, look up Greg Abbott. Because he is in Texas. He's doing some crazy shit. It's really racist.
Right.
He is he and the Texas Senate, they passed a bill that would say that in the schools they're not allowed to teach about racism or teach
Right.
about the
Right.
immorals of the KKK and shit like
Right.
that. So someone's got to counteract this.
So I'm a little familiar with Greg Abbott. I used to live in Texas. Half my damn life I lived in Texas.
Yeah,
So I'm a little familiar.
Okay.
Right now, what is, according to your position, what is the problem with not teaching the history about the oppression of my people?
I'm not teaching it?
Yeah. Why is that bad, that what he's doing?
Well, if you don't know history, you're never going to learn not to repeat it.
Right?
And then you got to know history to understand your fellow people.
Okay. So
Strike them in.
through history, that's a beautiful point. He said you have to know history to know the people you're around, the people that surround you, your own people, yourself, right? You have to know history to know anything about the present or the future, right? So through history, I know that your people are wicked, right? All you've ever done was rape, rob, and murder any and everybody you've ever came in contact with, right? So what would be reparations, repairing the world at this point? What's reparations do for the world?
It's a good question. I mean, you gotta go back and they gotta find what was stolen, and give it back.
Okay, so everything that you guys stole, you have to give back. What about the lives that you stole?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how to give those back. I don't know
What
how
about forfeiting your own?
Well, I don't want to forfeit mine. I mean, I myself.
I understand that.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't want to either, but do you think that would be a just thing, like
I don't know about
something
eye
you
for an eye.
deserve?
I agree with the horrific stuff that's gone on in the past, but I don't know about an eye for eye that way right now.
Okay, but okay, so check this out, right?
We want to stop the bloodshed. We want to stop the violence.
Okay, that's fine. I want to stop the bloodshed too, but y'all just killed 11 of our people in Buffalo, mass shooting.
That's
right?
bull, yeah. That's,
Now, but check this out, right?
Plus the shooting in Texas.
I want to stop all the killing too. But your people are the one perpetrating, right? Now, you as a so-called white man, you say you understand the history. You think that we should be teaching the oppression of our people for the betterment of the future. You benefit from those things, right? So when the future generation, right, if they benefit from the crimes of the past, they're still held guilty from reaping that wealth. Right? If, let's say you have, in this lifetime, you steal from me, right?
Which I would not do.
That's fine. You steal something from me financially, some money, let's say $1 million, right? You steal $1 million. Later on, generations, you give that to your kids. You give that to your kids, and they use that money to build up whatever life they want to have. They are guilty of your crimes then,
Right.
because they benefit. Now, as a so-called Irish and French man that lives in America right now, you benefit from the rape, rob, and murder of our people because you're standing on stolen land. Exactly. Right. I'm an Aztec, right?
Right,
So you're benefiting from that, which means you're guilty for that. That makes sense? Okay. So you don't want to forfeit your life, but again, I'm gonna ask you, would that be justice? Would that be fair?
Well, I myself did not perpetrate the crime.
But you're on stolen ground. If you didn't want to perpetrate the crimes, you would leave.
Where would we go?
We already said you would give back everything you stolen. We agree that you stole this land, you stole lives. You can't give the lives back unless you forfeit your own, right? So what else can we give? You only gave $1 so far.
Where
Right,
everybody North America is right now, it's not Native American.
I'll say this. So-called Negroes from the west coast of Africa, they didn't come by choice, right? They were forced over here. Native Americans, black people, so-called Hispanics, in those times during slavery had to work together for both of their benefit, right? So that's a mutual relationship. Your people came over here, rape, rob, murder. So Chinese came over here, benefit from stolen ground. So do everybody else, right?
So everybody has to leave the side. What you're putting out there.
It is stolen ground, right? Stolen land,
Right, so we got to find a way to pay them back.
right?
But just totally leaving might not be the answer. Might not be practical.
It's not. So I appreciate the conversation. Give me Numbers 35 and 33. You give me Revelation 13 and 10. You give me Isaiah 14 and 1. Do you believe in the Bible at all?
What's that?
Do you believe in the Bible? Okay, cool. That's all we're reading, right? So, reparations means to repair. I agree we need to stop the bloodshed. I agree there's a way to do that, right? Numbers 35.
Numbers 35 and 33.
Bring it out,
So you should not pollute the land wherein you are,
God says, don't pollute the land where you dwell in.
for blood it defileth the land.
It's not plastic and trash that pollute the land. Blood pollutes the land. Go ahead.
And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein.
The land of America is full of Native American bones, Black, Hispanic, Native American blood. Go ahead.
But by the blood of him that shed it,
It cannot be cleansed. This land will forever be defiled until those that shed our blood, their blood has to be shed, and to replace that, to make those scales just, right? This is justice according to the Bible. Give me
That's the Old Testament.
14 and 21. Yeah, it is. It
New
is.
Testament.
I'm with you. You want Revelation or Isaiah?
We'll get
The
that.
Old Testament
No,
also said.
Revelation 13.
The Old Testament also said that anybody who, any female who talk back to her father or her husband shall be stoned to death. Swear.
You would have to show me that.
So you got
I wouldn't say
Leviticus.
talk back.
Leviticus.
I wouldn't say talk back.
Talks back. That's kind of one way to interpret it. So in other words, the Old Testament is a lot of old.
Okay, so yeah, give me
old
Revelation
concepts.
13.
The New Testament had Lord Jesus.
I'm gonna go to what Jesus
The New
taught
Testament-
directly.
The New Testament's with Jesus.
I'm gonna give you Jesus.
The Old Testament.
I'm gonna give you Jesus.
Okay.
Revelations 13, verse 9.
So, the beginning of Revelation 1 and 1 says, this is the revealing of Jesus Christ to show unto his people, right? So, this is directly taught by Jesus Christ, right?
Revelations 13, verse 9.
Right?
Bring it on!
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
It's not hard to understand. Read.
He that leadeth into captivity
Those that have led Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans into slavery, which you've already said you have,
Well, that's
shall
the first-
go into captivity.
right? They have to go into slavery for putting other people in slavery. That's justice. Read.
He that killeth with the sword must
Because
be.
you killed 200 million on initial contacts, billions by now.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
You have to. This is Jesus Christ. New Testament. It sounds like the New Testament got worse than the Old Testament, right?
He got madder.
There's one point I gotta ask you guys. There's actually one color you guys have you gotta talk. You gotta remind yourself of. It's the real root of all these problems. Green.
White people.
Green.
Right.
Who's on
Green?
Green.
Money.
Well, okay. Yeah, that's a good
So,
question.
like, all white people are
What
not
face?
rich.
What face?
All white people.
What face? What
all white
nationality
people
of
do not
people?
have the power.
What nationality of people are on the dollar you gave him?
Well, let me tell you. Get right. So, certain white people, the rich aristocrats,
We know
the
rich.
oligarchs.
We know
they're
rich
the
white
ones.
people don't care about you, but
No, but they're the ones
everybody
who,
has to pay. Give me
perpetrate
Isaiah
crime.
14 and
Got you.
They're the ones
Yes.
that the money
Isaiah-
changes, the money counters.
Isaiah 14, verse 21.
Bring it out!
Prepare slaughter for his children.
according to the Bible, Genesis through Revelation is harmonious. We just read something in the New Testament that says the same thing as the Old Testament. So we can't throw either of them out. Let's go.
Prepare slaughter for his children. For
Prepare
the
slaughter
iniquity.
for your forefathers' children, which would be who? Little math. 1 + 1 is what? Right. So your forefathers' children would be who?
My forefathers children.
It's you. I gave you the answer in the question. Read that.
Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers.
So for what your forefathers have done, rape, rob, murder, stolen everything from everybody.
However, hold up. If I could trace back my lineage to show that my forefathers.
You already gave us your lineage. Don't try to change your lineage
you
now.
understand? No, I'm trying to tell you. There's a small group of people throughout history who've done all the raping, pillaging, and slavery taking. And that's the rich, the super rich, the billionaires. Go back in time. It's the Romans. Go back. It's Brazil. It's Bolsonaro today.
But
Go
look,
down- you go
okay,
to
so
Africa,
even
go to
the
Africa,
poor
it's the
white
African-
people were working
it's the
on the
African kings.
plantations,
The
right?
African kings
Bringing
who
slaves
fought,
back to the
right?
plantation.
In Africa today.
He already
They
agreed.
pillaged their
Hold
own
on.
people.
You already agreed that every European nation, as a nation, that includes individuals, has had a hand in Black, Hispanic,
But it's
Native American
always
slavery.
Rich who controls and power. The
a
local
good point.
person was a local farmer or was a local person living in the local town.
What's your name again?
Chris.
Chris.
It's not the ones perpetrating over time. It's
Christopher Columbus.
Chris Columbus.
Right. Right.
He's not me.
It's your daddy, your forefather.
No, he was Italian. I'm not Italian.
He's European.
Right.
Europe.
He's European.
But still,
All European
he
came
was
from the
sent
same
by
nation
the
of people.
royalty.
Huh?
He was sent by the royalty, and he himself was probably aristocrat. So
Okay.
it's, again, it's the money. But there were lots of whites who were not rich back then, and who were not rich. So look
But
at the
still
Black
had
Plague.
a part in our oppression.
Look
Right.
at the Black Death, right? The Black Plague,
Right?
and the Irish potato famine. All those people, they were poor. They were not oppressors. They died. They were subjugated. Look at serfdom.
Hold on.
Throughout Ireland.
Fact check. Because you're Irish and you brought up the Irish potato famine.
Teach them out.
Your people were not sold into slavery that they could not get out of. You
Right.
entered into a contract to work for food and money. And then you could get out of that contract after the time was up.
They were.
Huh?
And in Europe, they had the FIFA.
Yeah, you signed up for that. Did Black, Hispanics, and Native
They're
Americans sign up
forced.
for you to come over here, rape, rob, and murder us?
100%. You're 100% on point.
I know I am.
Right. But I'm just saying also, those whites that the serfs, all shit, they were forced to sign those deals.
I mean, if you starving and you need a job to put money, that's what I do.
Right.
I signed a contract with a company so I can put food on the table.
Well, everybody who has a job does that.
So you had, that's all it was. It was a job. It was a bad job, but it was a job nonetheless.
Right, but
Our slavery cannot be compared to that. Give me Daniel 8 and I want to say 11.
the rich again are the perpetrators. The billionaires today are those people.
So it's either this, right? It's either that people want to separate themselves from their nation and their nation's crimes, or they separate themselves by class,
Done.
right? But you are your people regardless,
Done.
right? So in the Bible, Jesus Christ was king of the Jews. He still had to be crucified and killed,
And I disagree
tortured.
with that. They never should have crucified.
They shouldn't have.
They
Well,
should've
I mean,
sat
I
by
won't
the
say they
cowards
shouldn't
and
have.
watched them
It had to go
crucified.
according to plan. But
I mean, they're cowards.
I
They'll
wouldn't
never
say
be crucified
80.
like that.
Nope.
That was a real crime of crucifixion. All those Romans. And drop.
All right, so we agree you got to repair something. You got to give back what you've stolen. You've really already given us the answer without you're beating around the bush.
Right.
Well, I mean, I just want to find a way to
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't answer that,
stop
right?
bloodshed.
Stop it. That's exactly what I was getting to. The only way to stop the bloodshed is to kill the motherfuckers that are killing everybody.
Right.
Right?
Well, who is that? It's the people with guns. They're killing
It's
all
the white
killing.
people.
Right.
Right?
Not just white people.
Who
There are more guns in the USA today than there are people.
who are the mass
425
shooters in
million
America?
guns.
Who are the mass shooters in America? Are they Arabs?
Mostly are whites. But it's not
So
just
we got to
whites.
kill the white people.
It's not just whites. You go
Look,
to Chicago.
Dave Chappelle,
you go to
Dave
South Side
Chappelle,
Chicago.
in
every
his
day
last
there's shootings in Chicago.
comedy
Go to
special,
LA.
he
There's shootings there too.
he made a joke. He said, being a parent is hard, something along those lines. You never know if you're raising a school shooter. But if you're white, the chances are, right, there's a high chance that you're raising that school shooter.
Hey, I can't disagree with that. I mean, they're,
Because your people are wicked.
it's horrible shit, man. And you know what? The fucking Supreme Court in 1997 threw away the waiting period. There used to be a waiting period before you could buy a gun.
Okay.
They got rid of it.
Yeah.
And that dude,
I mean,
that-
who are in charge of those laws, though? Your people. Again,
Well, your
every
people-
time you try to
but
point
you
out
guys vote
different,
too, right?
right,
Everybody
shed
votes.
light on some shadows and
You guys
shit, it's
don't
your
vote?
people in
You
the
vote, man.
shadows.
If you vote, you're helping yourself. You're
We
not
don't
voting.
vote.
You should vote.
Why?
Why?
You said you believe in the Bible.
Whether I believe the
Deuteronomy
Bible or not, you
17,
should still vote, man. You guys
Deuteronomy
vote, you
17.
vote. If you guys vote, you put in your own politicians. You're yourself to run for office.
Ah.
Deuteronomy
Hey,
17.
America's laws are white boo-boo. For you, by you.
That's right.
Right? It's not for us.
Hey,
right.
what about,
Hey,
what about
hold on. Question.
What about Colin Powell?
Question. If just because something is law, just because something is law or legal, does that make it right?
Well, not necessarily. No.
Not necessarily.
Laws can be twisted any way you want. But the goal is if you can get in there and manipulate those laws for your people.
Which is what your people have
good.
done. Manipulate the
But for
laws
good.
for your
But
people.
for good. That's the problem right now. There's too many assholes who are corrupt who've been doing it too long. You
Because
gotta
the
get more
people,
in there
the
who
people
are,
you're talking about are yours.
but you gotta get more people there who are enlightened. If you guys get in there, you know what I'm saying?
Look,
Anybody you
no,
know.
for us.
How about
Ask him if he
Georgia,
gonna vote for him.
Senator Warnock? What about him?
What about it?
He's done it. He's in there.
Who did you vote for when Obama was running
Always
for
Obama.
president? Huh?
Always a bomb.
Why?
Why?
Why? Do you support LGBTQ?
I'm not against it.
No. Are you for Black Hispanics and Natives?
Of course.
Which one was Obama for? Because he wasn't for both.
He obviously blacks.
Nah, he's not our people.
Well, he had a
Look,
tough.
again,
He had a tough
Job
situation.
comes to mind. Aged men are not always wise,
Son.
right?
But
The
who else
age
did you
don't
vote for
always
in that-
understand
Who else
just
did you vote for? With Obama and who he was running against?
neither one.
Me.
Right.
Neither one.
Right.
There again, that's why we need more political parties.
Look,
The two
when you
powerful
vote for
parties-
somebody to come into office, you're voting for them based on what they sell you, what they tell you they're going to do before they do it. So when they get in office and do something, you're responsible for whatever they do, even if they lied to you, because you gave them that power.
well,
right?
they're supposed to answer to me as well.
And it doesn't work like that, though.
Well, true.
You're giving us a lot of fantasies, no solutions.
Right.
Right? I told you, how do we stop all the killing? By killing the killers, which are you white people.
But you can't keep the bloodshed going.
Huh?
You can't keep the bloodshed going. Because
I know, that's how we stop it, though.
But you can't stop it by continuing.
What Irish and French, what revolution in the history of the world was won without bloodshed?
Right.
You tell me.
None. None.
Well, there's cultural revolution.
How can we obtain peace from people that we've been at peace with and they steady go to war with us?
But who's at war with you right now?
You.
I'm not at war with you.
Yeah.
Not at all, man.
Did your people ever give us reparations?
I mean,
No. That's financial war. Did
I-
you
I
guys ever
personally-
teach us? Did you guys ever teach us our forefathers' tradition? That's spiritual war, right?
I mean, I've always put in for it.
You what?
I've always pushed my politicians to do
Okay.
the right thing.
I'm gonna sum it up real quick. You're the devil the Bible speak of.
Right.
You gotta go into slavery.
Right.
And then you're gonna be exterminated. Give me Obadiah 1:18. Jesus Christ didn't come to die for you. God says he hates you and he will always hate your people forever. Right? And this is all according to black and white. From Genesis to Revelation says the same thing. Right?
You'd have to talk to about 1 billion Christians to see
I mean,
about
we-
that. Who Jesus hated. Think they might disagree.
We can show you real quick.
I know you can, but I'm just saying there's going to be 1 billion Christians that probably don't disagree.
Because Christians don't believe in the Bible.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different versions. The problem with the Bible is it's been written and rewritten.
Give me
and
Romans.
reinterpreted a bunch
Hold
of
that.
times.
Give me Romans 9 and
The
13.
original Bible was written in Arabic, not even in English.
Romans 9 verse 13.
The original Bible is written in Hebrew.
Right.
Right.
But it was not written in English.
Right.
It was interpreted into
Romans 9 verse 13.
Right.
As it is written.
As it is written in Hebrew and Greek and Latin and every translation you want to read of the Bible.
Jacob have I loved.
Black Hispanics, Native Americans, this is your God. The God of the Bible is your God. These are your forefathers. He has always expressed love to black Hispanics and natives. Read.
But Esau have I hated.
And he will always hate you, European people.
That's right.
According to the Bible.
Which version is that?
That's KJ.
Hey, let's get him.
That's KJV. Which version do you want us to read?
Right.
And we'll read that.
Which version is that Bible?
That's KJV.
I don't know that one.
King James version.
You
Right.
could be reading a whole different Bible. Huh?
Give me
I read the Catholic Bible.
give me 10 different translations. Let's read all of them.
Anyway, but the goal, if I just sum up where I'm coming from, is you should everybody here should vote. Nobody here should not vote. And if you laugh at it, that means you're only defeating yourself.
What has voting done? Because we've had the
Or run for
hold
office.
on, Chris, Mr. Columbus. We've had the right to vote for a long time.
Right.
What has that done for black and Hispanics since that time?
Well, if you look at historical participation, the percentage of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who have voted, it's always been a very small percentage compared to the whites. So,
But what
other
has
demographics
that
of the
done
game.
for us? Because okay, even if you say it's a little, that's more than it was when we were unable to vote.
Imagine if
Right? So what has that done, though?
though?
Again, no solutions, all fantasy. Read that.
You gotta vote.
Obadiah.
You gotta get people running for
Go ahead.
office.
But I,
That
usually
believe
when
in
people
your
vote,
views.
you
You got to.
don't believe in equality, so why would we vote?
That's a good point.
So Kanye
Why-
likes Trump.
That's a good point. Question, Chris. Why would I vote for someone who God says is less than me? Why would I put somebody above me that God says is less than me?
Right.
Well, I mean, you gotta work with what you got to work with.
He said you gotta work with what you got.
Hey, that's just like them saying, pull yourself up by your own bootstraps when you ain't got boots and they the ones that took them.
Well, if you don't vote for someone below you, run instead of them.
Hey, all right. I'm a.
You're trying to find
Oh my
a way
God,
to,
damn.
help find solutions here.
Look, I'm not even gonna read these. This is 30 different translations. All of them say God hates white people.
Right.
Right? Here you go. Read Obadiah.
Obadiah 1 verse 18.
How do we stop the bloodshed? How do black Hispanics and natives obtain peace?
Let's teach you.
Read.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame.
This is black and Hispanics uniting in these last days, understanding that they are one people under God. Go ahead.
And the house of Esau for stubble.
These white people who we live amongst are going to be like kindling for a fire. Go ahead.
And they shall kindle in them.
And we're going to kindle in this place, unite amongst these people, go ahead,
and devour them.
and devour them, go ahead.
And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it.
This is what God says. He says there's a plan for European genocide around the world to the point where there is no more of your people. And that's how we obtain peace and there's no more bloodshed.
Right?
Because after this time period in the Bible, that's when they say there's no more wars. No one's going to pick up swords to fight or learn war anymore. And then everybody is going to have to look to Black, Hispanics, and Natives because we're going to be on top. We're not going to have to vote for those that are
What
lesser
about the
than us.
Ukrainians right now? They didn't take any slaves.
Hey, they did. Yeah, they did. Hey, they've been talking all kinds of stuff.
About niggas.
They've been restricting us from getting out of the country,
Ukraine?
being all kinds of yeah.
Right now.
Hey,
Right now.
that's
And what's going on in Ukraine?
that's your people's problem. When it's a Black and Hispanic fight, that's an in-house problem. We can deal with that, but you ain't got shit to say. That ain't none of your business, right? That's a family issue, and I hope both of y'all die.
That's right.
Well, you know, you don't want to put out. I mean, you don't want to hope other people die, right? So
But-
I'm trying. We're all one human family, right? We have to be.
God said He hates white people.
Okay, but God's got to, you know, God's got to.
Okay.
He said God gotta relax.
God gotta
Hey, yo,
That
he's
sounds
wild.
like Satan.
Right, huh?
That sounds like the devil.
God's not.
Amos 3:1.
Bring it out, huh?
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Right?
That's right.
So, yeah. You understand that we're different, right?
In some ways, but we're all the same too. We're human.
How that's a worse contradiction than jumbo shrimp. How can we be all different but all the same?
Well, because we breathe in the same air. We got the same gravity holding us on this planet. We got the same color blood.
Do we all have the same blood type?
There's only a certain amount of blood types. All of us have at least one of those types.
But do we all have the same blood type?
No, but we all have the same color blood. Our
Do
blood's the
pigs
same
have
color.
red blood?
What's that?
Do pigs have the same color blood?
Pigs?
Pigs, dogs, horses.
Sure.
Elephant.
As far as I know, I don't know. I
Okay,
haven't
so
looked at their blood.
what you're saying really doesn't matter.
But we're all,
Right.
But it does matter. It does matter.
It
We all,
doesn't.
We all
You're
need
trying to
food,
prove a
survive.
point that's mute.
We all love our families.
We're not all the same. We don't all have the same future. Your future is slavery and genocide.
Right?
And we're gonna rule this world.
Right?
Hey, if you got a better idea, I'm good with it, man.
This is the idea.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm glad you support it.
Yeah. Just not more violence.
So how do we get rid of the violent people?
Well, okay, get rid of the active, current violent people.
How? How? Do we kill them off?
Well, you just have to kill them. You can incarcerate them.
But then that means we gotta feed and support their life.
Well, the question is, can you turn them around and rehabilitate them? Can they be-
Deuteronomy 32:8.
Bring it out, huh?
educated?
When the Most High divided to the nations,
So God divided people into different people groups. We are not all the same. You said you believe in the Bible. Read.
their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam,
From the sons of Adam, he separated people into different people groups. Go ahead.
he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Right? So we're not all the same. According to the Bible that you say you believe in.
What I will tell you, though, you guys randomly come across me.
It's not random.
I know, but
It's not random.
what I'm telling you is I've been all over the world. I've been in 70 countries.
And you ain't never seen no nigga talking to you like this, right?
It's always been friendly when I've been around the world. And I've been to all 7 continents.
That's the problem with the world, that they've been friendly with people that can't be friendly with them.
I'm friendly to them, too.
Oh, but your people haven't been.
I can't speak for other people, but me personally, friendly. I've been very aware of the culture, the music, the food.
So if I tell you that what would benefit Black and Hispanics is your death, would you support that? So you're
My
not,
personal death.
you're not for us, you're for yourself and against us. That's exactly what you just said.
I don't want myself to die. I don't want you guys to die either. I want us to team up and go against.
This is Joel 3:5.
Bring it out, huh?
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold to the Grecians.
Black and Hispanics, Native Americans were sold to Grecians, who are so-called white people. Read,
that you might remove them far from their borders.
right?
Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them.
Right?
And I will return your recompense upon your head.
And we read that recompense is that you go into slavery and your blood is shed.
Read this, Cletus. I will sell your sons and your daughters in the hands of the children of Judah.
You are the son or the daughter, I'm not sure, of your forefather. Christopher Columbus, Christina, whatever your name is, you are the product of your forefathers. So you got to go into slavery.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war.
Prepare war.
That's tell you what my ancestors were, though.
Rapists, pedophiles, warmongers, fearmongers.
My specific ancestors, the ones that were in England.
Your specific ancestors, you said French is in your lineage,
Yeah.
right? So your people took Haiti into slavery, which are the priests of God, right? Why is Haiti right now the poorest country in the world? Because of what they beat your ass in war, and now they're paying you reparations.
Right,
when you should be paying us reparations.
Haiti definitely needs reparations, absolutely. Haiti
Well,
needs
it got to come
reparations.
out of your pocket because you're the one
And
responsible.
Haiti also has a corrupt government too. That's also fucking the people.
Because you're people.
And Haiti also has a bunch of natural disasters that's annihilating the country too.
Look, everything you've said outside of natural disasters is your people.
Right.
The corrupt government in Haiti, though.
The government in place is set up by your people. You already trying to throw the elite and the Jewish people under the bus, but those are your
Not
people.
the Jewish. I'm not trying to put any kind of race. I'm just saying whoever's got the money is the ones that are the ones who are the Jews.
And that's not you, because all you could give us was $1.
Exactly. I don't have.
I like them shoes.
Anyway,
No,
no. I appreciate the conversation.
He wants to talk to you.
Hey, he said it a lot nicer than I did, or I would have. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, the brother already told you everything that needed to be said to you. You gave us a bunch of vain opinions, a bunch of stuff that doesn't offer a solution, and you don't want to offer us a solution if it comes at your sacrifice personally.
Well, I want to think about some more solutions than just be dying. That doesn't seem to be very.
Well, that
There gotta be other solutions.
So you think incarceration? You think incarceration? Give me a better life is worse than death. You think that you think incarceration is worse than death, or death is worse than incarceration? Because you
I wouldn't know.
you recommended incarceration. We could take all the bad people who kill people and we could put them in jail.
Well, I mean, I'm just looking.
That's
at
one way
options.
we can do it, though, right?
I'm just looking at options. You gotta weigh the options and look at everything before you make a full decision. That's what I'm saying.
We weighed the options because we're the actual descendants of the victims of the people that went through these things, right? So what we do is we sit around and we look at options all day, and mind you, we don't put a lot into our own options. We just read the Bible, right? And Proverbs 11:1, somebody get that. Get Proverbs 11:1. So Proverbs 11:1 lets us know that God deals with balance, all right? So what you're talking about, there is no balance in it. You know what I mean? You're talking about a people that rape, rob, murder, pillage, oppressed, and do every wicked thing that they could possibly do. And understand, the brother was making a good point. You're on this earth, whether you like it or not, you're benefiting.
Right.
If there was a RICO case that someone put on white people, your ass is going. You see what I'm saying?
Would be going, 'cause I have nothing to do with the RICO case.
You're benefiting off of what they've done.
Right.
In a RICO case, people get in trouble for that.
Right.
I'm not allowed to have a brother or a homeboy or a relative or anybody that makes all of his money off of drug dealing, killing, and pillaging, and then I open up businesses and I thrive,
Right,
and I'm able to walk around off of that same money, and then he get indicted and I'm scot-free with all my businesses still because I personally didn't do it.
Right.
You have a judgment written on you. A good analogy is your forefathers went into a restaurant, ordered up the whole goddamn menu, and left you with the tab.
Right.
Somebody's gonna pay for that blood of God's chosen people, and you happen to be here. You gotta pay. Chris, go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 30:17.
Yep.
Death is better than a bitter life or continual sickness.
So death is better than a bitter life. So understand something. You being in prison, or the killers being in prison, would be a bitter life. We're actually having mercy on them by saying kill them.
What about, though, instead of them dying or being in prison, they have to work to make money.
You can't make it. What you cannot do, and understand something. So when you're talking to people like us, you gotta understand the way that we think, at least in this regard. There is no dollar amount that you could put on my grandmother being raped by your grandfather.
Right.
There is no dollar amount for that. There is, hold on, wait. There is no dollar amount that I can't send my so-called black son, 16-year-old son out here in the world without a worry that somebody that looks like you with a fucking badge on is gonna pull him over and blow his brains out.
Right.
You don't have enough money.
That would never be me, personally.
What I'm saying, your people don't have enough money. The world doesn't have enough money. America doesn't have enough money.
Right, but you're talking about police, they're also fucked up.
I'm talking about your people. I just use police as an example.
Police in general is a big problem.
I just use police as an example, Chris.
That's a huge example.
It's one example of a whole bunch. Hold on, I work for a company where I deal with racism every goddamn day. I don't want my son to have to go into an environment like that either.
No, of course
I don't want my son to have to be like, let me talk to him proper. Let me make him feel comfortable, even though he brought me over here on cargo slave.
Right,
He raped and robbed and murdered me. He's
Right.
throwing me in the prison systems. I'm in the ghetto, and I'm basically disenfranchised off of everything he's done to my people over all of these hundreds of years. And then he has to go and make you feel comfortable. That right there is hell, and there is no dollar amount for it. We want retribution, man. We want what God says.
Right.
What God says is just. Give me Proverbs 11:1. You got it still, or you dropped it?
Proverbs 11:1.
Uh-huh.
A false balance is an abomination to the Lord.
So a false balance is an abomination to the Lord. The Bible says that God hates all abominations, right? So a false balance is an abomination to the Lord. A false balance would be you building up your kingdom, or your people building up their kingdom off the backs of our people for 500 years, and then oppressing every year after that, and you not having to go through any of that. And I say this all the time, I'm about to bring equality up. But your solution is, to hell with those 500 years and every year of oppression after that. Now let's all get along after we raped you for everything that you have. That's madness to me, Chris.
Right.
You don't even believe that. Hold on, wait. No, you're done talking. Your people don't even believe that, because we see what you guys do when somebody violates you. I watched 9/11. I watched the Twin Towers get blown up on 9/11, and then I watched your people blow women, children, and innocent men up, hospitals and schools for the better part of 10 years, looking for one person.
Right.
To hell with you goddamn people, man, and you are going into slavery. What?
That was a Bush administration. I was.
Shut up, man. You guys are all the same, bro. You guys, give me Ecclesiastes 3.
Talk in generalities.
Yes, I can. Watch this. Give me Ecclesiastes
like
3.
me saying something about you or someone else.
But you generalize the elites.
It's not a fact, man.
It's
Elites is different.
Hold on, Chris. It's not a
Power
fact.
elite.
Chris, it's not a fact that you're benefiting off of the rape, robbery, or murder that your ancestors committed.
What about?
Is that a fact? Yes or
Are
no?
we all benefiting from this?
Is that a no? We're not. No.
We
But
are.
so I'm
You know what?
benefiting. I'm
There's nobody
benefiting
right
off
now
of being
pillaging
here.
us right now.
So I'm benefiting off of being here.
Right now,
And understand something, that's the
She has a safe
audacity,
place
what
to
Chief has
assemble right
has coined caucasity of the so-called white man.
Right,
He actually thinks he's so goddamn great that he can drag you over here, put chains around your neck, have you call yourself stuff like black and Mexican.
Right.
He can do this, and then he can tell you that you need to be grateful for it because you're in his country.
Right.
Look at all the freedoms we have. Man, to hell with you in this godforsaken goddamn country. You're gonna get everything you deserve.
Right.
See, you come up here with this little cool attitude. Hey, I'm cool. I'm a Democrat. I voted for Obama. See, he thought he voted for Obama, and we were supposed to let him get on the line and grab a damn Bible.
Who else
You
gonna
see what
vote
I'm saying?
for? Who else
Man,
you
to
gonna
hell
vote
with you
for?
and to hell with Obama,
McCain?
man.
You
America
gonna
has
vote
to
for
go.
Romney? You
No.
gonna vote for Trump? Come on, man.
Chris, we don't care who you vote for.
Right.
We don't like you coming up here telling us to vote for people that look like you or for people that are pro you that look like us. We don't like that.
Vote for who you want to vote for.
No,
man.
we don't want to vote for any of you guys, bro. You're looking at people that want to see a chain on your goddamn neck and a whip on your back.
Don't vote for
We don't
me.
want to see you in
Don't
office,
vote
Chris.
For whites, vote for anybody else.
Who?
man.
All right, wait. Who are the presidential candidates? All right, shut your goddamn mouth, man. Shut your goddamn mouth, man. Because you already know Obama was an anomaly. Because 9 times out of 10, the person in that seat looks like you.
Hey, there was a guy named Herman Cain who looked like you who was trying to run.
Man, this gets
They
something,
like
bro.
it,
I'm tired
right?
of Chris.
Revelations 18, verse 5.
Yep.
For her sins have reached unto heaven.
Babylon's sins have reached under heaven, man. The Lord is stacking up a RICO case against the so-called white man in America.
Right.
He's everything's on file. That's what the feds do.
Right.
Hey, they're pulling up shit from Young Thug from 2014.
Right.
It's 2022. But guess what? You're accountable. America's sins have reached under heaven. Go ahead.
And God hath remembered her iniquities.
And God's not going to forget what you've done, Chris. You can try to rationalize. You can come with your little peace talk. We can all get along and kumbaya. But even if we agreed with you, God does not. Go ahead.
Reward her even as she rewarded you.
You do to them even as they done to you. The Bible says it's a righteous thing to recompense tribulations to them that trouble you. Read on.
And double unto her double according to her works.
And don't even reward her like she rewarded you. You double that. You double those works that those people did to you.
Right.
That's what the Bible says. So we believe in the Bible. We don't believe in.
believe just the Bible. You can have your own freedom.
No, you don't have to believe just the Bible. Us not believing just the Bible got us in captivity to you.
Right.
We have to believe just the Bible. You can go out and do whatever the hell you want to do. And that's why we don't like you, Chris. That's why we hate you, to be honest with you, because you come up here with information, giving it to us, and if we exercise the information you give to us, it gets us in trouble with our God, and we end up in captivity with you. I don't care what you think, bro. Nobody cares what you think.
Hey,
Nobody
look,
cares.
all the solutions you brought to the table keep us in slavery.
Right.
So you not only are against us, but you are for our slavery.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely.
If you kill somebody, you then become slave to their soul. Period. No matter what the race is.
Who the hell told you that, man?
That's the truth.
Where'd you pull that out?
That's the truth.
Where? How'd you find that out?
The truth.
How did you find that out? So I take your word for it.
Right.
I
What's the
say
source?
that.
You
I
say that.
right now.
Well, fuck you, Chris. We don't give a goddamn what you say, all right? So we go off of thus saith the Lord, right? The Bible tells us to speak as the oracles of God. The oracles of God are the word of
The
God.
real God does not tell you to kill people. Bottom line.
What does the real
So
God tell us to
you
do?
don't believe in the Bible?
Real
No, he
Jesus
don't.
Christ.
What does the real God tell us to
Real
do?
Jesus Christ not telling you to kill people.
Get
that
Revelation
Luke-
13:10 again.
He
Go
that
ahead.
killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
That's Jesus Christ, sir. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. What you do, so Jesus Christ is bullshit.
Saying that's bullshit. I would tell
Jesus Christ said that,
I would
sir.
say, Jesus, you told us to kill others. You told us that. You told us.
Where? Chris, I would say where?
Where?
Where did you read that at?
Was Jesus not a prophet? He was not a healer.
Chris,
You got Luke
Chris,
19?
he was a prophet and he was a healer to his people, sir.
Right.
It has nothing to give me Matthew 1 and 21. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Go ahead, get it. Whatever you
This
got.
is Luke 19 and 27. This
Yeah.
is Christ speaking.
It's Christ speaking.
But those mine enemies, which were not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
So
Right.
Christ said, my enemies, which is you, according to Psalms 83, that would not have me reign over them, which is you, because Jesus Christ is full of shit, according
Right.
to you. He said, bring them here and let me cut their head off. That's Jesus Christ, sir.
I just want you to think about this for a second. The only way all this shit ever resolves is people got to fucking come together.
What has that gotten us, Chris?
What has it gotten?
Listen. What has us joining hand in hand with you? And let me tell you something, bro. No disrespect, and this is not a shot at Martin Luther King, man, because I respect him. He did what he had to do. He thought he was doing the right thing. But let me tell you something. He was a goddamn idiot for taking rocks upside their head and getting sick and getting K9 sicked on him just to sit on the same toilet as you.
Right.
He was out of his goddamn mind, man. There's no way I would have a dog sicked on me. I don't even want to sit on the same toilet as you.
Right.
If you tell me, hey, I just used that water fountain, guess what I'm gonna do? I'll probably die of dehydration. You see what I'm saying? So Martin Luther King had it all screwed up. us going out of our way to make covenant with you. You guys broke over 500 treaties with the Native Americans. Do you know that?
I did not do that. Y'all should keep that together, man. I did not do that.
You're benefiting.
I've been here on this planet for a little over 50 years.
But you
I've not
claim
done
a
that shit.
specific lineage, which is a specific people, so you have to claim those benefits
What
and
I'm trying to
those.
say is somebody that lived hundreds of years before me. I did not know them.
So what?
Okay? And I did not condone any of that stuff.
Yeah, you
But I
do.
also cannot be killed for what they did. They're dead now.
So
Anybody who lived back
and that's
then
a good
did that
point.
shit is dead.
So they're dead now. So
They're
what's the
already dead.
so what's the punishment then?
You know, some of them died, you know, from disease. Some of them died from old age. Some of them died from.
So the punishment is just them dying basically of natural causes.
But now, today, the goal is less violence. Okay.
Who
Less
told you
violence,
that?
less
Where you get this
slavery.
stuff from?
From my own brain, man.
So we need to throw the Bible away and listen to the book of Chris.
The book of common sense, man.
Common sense is uncommon. You heard that phrase.
I did hear that. That's
So you can't use common sense because common sense is something that's subjective to
Okay,
whoever you're talking
We
to.
can't cure the violence. We're never gonna ever solve the cycle.
If we don't get rid of the violent person, we're never going to cure the violence.
Okay,
Right?
But you can get rid of the violent person by re-educating them too. You can before they become violent.
All right, how would you re-educate a violent person to not be violent? The floor is yours.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them before they ever became violent. I'm trying to show them the proper.
Well, how the hell are you going to do that? How do you know they're violent before they're violent?
You create a life for them where they're
'Cause-
less likely to be violent, man. I mean, people have a propensity for violence. It depends on what their background is, how they're treated, what they know, how they're educated, if they have good opportunity, if they're healthy.
So violence stems from that? So Christopher Columbus coming over here and slaughtering all those Native Americans was because he grew up in a bad household? Shut the hell up, Chris. Somebody read. Go ahead.
Bring it out, huh?
This is Second
You guys want to
Thessalonians,
be stuck
chapter
in
1,
1492.
verse 6.
Uh-huh.
This is 20.
Saying it is a righteous thing with God
Uh-huh.
to recompense
Uh-huh.
tribulation to them that trouble.
The Bible says it's a righteous thing, not with man,
Uh-huh.
not with us, not with you, but with God, to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, Chris. You being on this land and being arrogant enough to walk on Native American bones and then look at the descendants of these people and tell us what we need to do to get right.
I don't walk around trying to walk in Native American dogs.
Well, that's what you're doing. It don't matter what you're trying
All
to
of us
do.
are
Right.
doing that, if that's the case. Is that right here? I actually have
Do we-
respect for Native American lands.
Do we all have a choice, Chris? Were we brought here or were we brought here or did we come here?
If we know that there's Native American homes right here, we can probably know the location.
Were we brought here or did we come here?
Initially,
Initially we were brought here, right? Okay. And we
Technically-
were in chattel slavery, chains and for how long?
But technically, right? Anybody that's on this country, in this country,
We were in
now-
chattel slavery for how long?
Yeah, way too long, hundreds of years.
How long? Hundreds of years.
Yeah.
So in those hundreds of years, your God is beaten out of you. Your language is beaten out of you.
All right.
Who you are is beaten out of you. They've taken your children. They've done certain things,
Okay,
man.
I hear
They
you.
raped, robbed. Hold on. Shut up, man.
Right?
Yeah, like, and this is what's so crazy about you, bro. I think I speak for everybody up here when I say it's offensive that you can come up here and tell us to put our Bible down to listen to you.
Right.
Whether you know this or not, you're only saying that because you deal with a certain level of audacity that we call in this Sakari camp caucasity.
Right.
It's the audacity that only white people possess.
That's
Right.
right.
Nobody else thinks like this.
That's right.
You literally think you can walk up here and say, yeah, this Bible right here, it tells you who you are, it tells you where you've been, it tells you where you're at, it tells you where you're going, but put the shit down and listen to me. Man, we don't do that, bro.
Whites that agree with the Bible too.
Huh?
There's many whites.
There are no whites that agree with the truth
Right.
of the Bible. We've been reading the truth of the Bible. Did you agree with anything?
No.
That's what I thought, Chris. There are no whites that agree with the truth of the Bible, bro. If a white person agrees with the Bible, even that we're Israelites and we got to keep the law, guess what they say? But I'm a Gentile and I'm saved by grace and I can cling on. I can cling on and I can enter into the covenant. Man, to hell with white people. To hell with all you white people too. I don't care if you're 11 or
Right.
26.
Here's a question for you.
Uh-huh.
All right. Racist.
Yeah, we all racist and you're an ugly fat motherfucker, man. Go ahead.
Here's a question. So, all right, you got the Bible, you got everything we've talked about here. Now let's say someone wants to go kill someone. Guess what happens to that person who does the killing? There's laws in this country that everybody's.
I know there are laws that the
Murder
biggest
laws.
murderers on the planet set up so people can't murder anymore.
Right.
You make it make sense, Chris.
But what happens?
You make it make sense, Chris. Why? Wait.
If you right now go kill a white person, your ass gonna go get killed.
By who?
By the death penalty.
I'll get killed by police because police
Right.
kill black people.
Or you'll be in
We
jail.
can, I can't go into Buffalo and gun down 10 white people, bro, and leave with my life.
Right.
That was
I
a
can't.
very-
Hold on, wait. I can't. What's the boy name? Dylan. What's the dude name? Shot up the church. I can't go into a white church and assassinate white people, bro, and they take me to goddamn Burger King on my way to jail.
I got
Right.
paid for that. It's horrible.
It is horrible,
Horrific.
and that's why you guys gotta
No
pay as a whole.
motherfucker should've
You see
been
all these little
killed.
devils. You see all these little devils behind you.
I know.
They gotta pay too.
Right.
They gotta pay too.
Right.
Those motherfuckers should have been killed though. Dylan Roof, he should have been killed
I'm with that.
instantly.
I
And
we
the
can
other,
agree.
the Buffalo motherfucker should have been killed instantly.
So you know what you do to make up for all the sin?
100%.
You need to take you an arm up and go kill you a racist white man.
That's
Right.
I
right.
would.
Go do it.
Right.
Go do it.
I would
Start
I would
with
go find
them.
those fuckers killed right now.
Hey Chris, if you do that,
I live in Denver.
if you do that, you'll be a house slave. Hey,
Remember that?
hey, if you do that, I'll make you a house slave, man. All right? If you go do that in the kingdom, if I remember you, if anybody out here remembers you, no, he don't have AC. He ain't sucking my AC up. But he will be a house slave. I'll put you in the big house. You know what I'm saying? I'll put you in the big house and you'll be able to eat whatever's left on the bone
Right.
of the chicken. And so like I'm a real disrespectful chicken wing eater. When I eat chicken wing, I leave like little meat on the top and on the bottom. So that'll be yours, Chris. If you go kill you a white boy, I promise to give you the excess meat on my chicken wing bone. I got you, Chris. But us, and let's clarify this for you and for the camera and for anybody else that may live. Hold on, I just want to clarify something right quick. And this is just for everybody. This is really for the YouTube world. We're not gonna take up arms and kill anybody.
Right.
We're not gonna take up arms. We're patiently waiting on who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ to do that work.
Right.
You know what I mean? So according to the Bible, He's gonna kill you.
The pandemic's probably part of it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I just want to make that clear because I don't, you know what I mean?
Well, I just want to make you guys clear that I have no malice against any of you guys.
Sure you do. You just don't know it. You do.
No. Okay, I don't have any malice that I'm aware of.
All right, there you go. I like that better. Right.
Any kind of way.
Yeah.
And I never have had it.
And you know what, Chris? I'll be honest with you. I don't think you do that you're aware of.
But I have.
I believe racism is woven into the fabric of America, and there is no way that anybody can escape it, especially the people that benefit off of it, because you're not going to turn in your benefits.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? In order for everything to be equal, you're just not going to do that. And like the brother said earlier, we wouldn't do it. So when we're in the kingdom and we're on top, we're not going to look at you like, damn, man, I'm going to denounce being an Israelite so I could be on.
What I will say.
You said you traveled around,
I will
right?
say, jobs I've had.
Uh-huh.
I have had black women who been my supervisors.
Good.
Good supervisors. And I've worked well with them
Yeah.
in my life.
Yeah.
In the workplace.
Yeah. What does that mean, bro? You got a black friend, now what?
No, but I mean, supervisor. But I'm just saying. So I work well with them. No problem. No
And you know,
animosity.
that's a funny thing you said that I'm in management at my job, right? They complain about me. A white boy regular worker can complain about me, and before the people who are on management with me defend me or even ask me what happened, they'll pull me in the office and they'll say something like, hey, I need you to stop bullying. And I say, well, what the fuck is bullying? Well, such and such said he didn't like the way you looked at him. Listen to this. This is what the workplace offers. And these are people that I've been around for years and now I actually consider cool people. Watch this. The person they're talking about has been there for maybe 7 months. I've been there for years. You need to quit bullying. Well, how did I bully him? I don't even talk to this guy. Well, he said you give him death stares. So you want me to change the way I look? What else did I do? Well, when you guys were walking on a catwalk, you didn't get out of his way, and he said you bogarted your way through. So you want me to change the way I look, and you want me to change the way I talk? Guess what the solution was? I said, well, what the fuck you want me to do? They said it'd be a good idea if you walked up to him and you just apologized for any inconvenience or misunderstanding that may have taken place. Because he has a problem with the way I look and with the way I talk. Because when so-called black and Mexican men especially walk and talk with confidence, with their chin up and their chest out, and let's just be honest, when we know white people and everybody else are below us, they don't like that confidence. And understand something, you guys band together so much and you stick together so much that the people who I've known for years, the people who I rolled people up with, the people who I fired people with, took that white boy's side, and it was all based on the way I looked at them.
Yeah, I mean,
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, workplace politics.
Well, it's not workplace politics. This is American politics.
Oh.
That's all it is. And the workplace, the socialization place, no place in America can escape the fabric of America. It just is what it is. You're as strong as the foundation. Your house is as strong as the foundation is built on. Go ahead.
Ephesians 6 verse 12.
Uh-huh.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood,
Uh-huh.
but against principalities,
Uh-huh.
against powers,
Uh-huh.
against the rulers of darkness of this world,
Uh-huh.
against spiritual wickedness in high places.
And that's what we wrestle against, because we understand it's not you guys are making it a black and white thing.
I don't
We
want to.
we don't what that's not even what we do though. So people get our message misconstrued. So if you notice, we have a habit of saying so-called Hispanics, blacks, and Native Americans. It's not a black and white thing. There are people that are of our ethnicity with your skin color. So it's not a black and white thing. This is a spiritual warfare right now.
Right.
Our spirit, give me Genesis in the womb, 25 or 27. But our spirits naturally are adverse to each other. That's just a natural thing. You don't know why you hate us even. You don't even think you hate us. You do though, Chris.
I play drums, man. You wouldn't know that about me.
So what does that mean?
What does that mean?
You play the drums, so
African drums too.
Oh shit, my God.
hey, nothing says racist like a motherfucker that says something like that. You hear me? I don't just play any drum. I play African drum. Hey, when I have concerts on Saturday night, I even put a damn witch doctor bone through my nose.
You don't even know. You don't even know.
Hey, somebody give him a Bible. Hey, Zarak. Go out there, Chris. You come stand right here and get him a Bible. He plays African drums. I didn't know you played African drums. We got to get you up here ASAP.
I have a fucking collection, man.
Yeah, I bet you. You know what? You know what you need to do.
Man, I'll tell you where I'm going with this.
What you need.
Music is a unifying force. Okay. Many races.
Music is only unified because you stole music from black and brown people and propagated
Right.
it like it's your own.
Elvis.
Yeah, rock and roll wasn't yours.
You're
Country
right.
wasn't yours.
You know who-
Rap damn
hey,
sure wasn't
who's
yours.
Victor Wooten? You know who he is?
No, I don't.
He's check him out. He's a fucking motherfucking bass player.
What
And check out another guy named.
what is he, white?
No, his brother.
Okay, yeah, I might check him out.
And they play with a white banjo player
Uh-huh. Yeah, because our people are
in a
crazy.
world famous band.
Our people are crazy,
And they've
Chris.
been together for 30 years.
I'm sure they have. And
They
that white
won
boy
Grammy
and that white
Awards.
banjo player
And they
been
work-
reaping
and
all
they
the
work
benefits
together.
Right.
off of
And
that
they
brother
work together
playing
as a
that
team.
bass.
Right.
And they work
You
together
hear
as a
me?
team. As a team. And
They
they're
ain't no
brothers.
team.
And
You watch the
remember-
NBA?
How about?
Do you watch the NBA? Chris, do you watch the
Yeah, man, of
NBA?
course.
That's
I'm
not a
talking
team.
about the Suns
There,
right
there is not any team in the NBA that would not get along just fine without the white boys on their team. Hey, you remove all the white boys off the NBA teams, and guess what? It'll probably be better,
Yeah.
right? But look, you won't even notice it.
Okay, now.
It's the same with the music, man. You ain't
Now,
got no
go
damn
Michael
rhythm, man.
Jordan, Michael Jordan and Steve Kerr back in the day. And, you know, they got along real well.
They
And
did,
were a
and
team.
understand something.
And he would dish off.
Chris,
3 points.
hey Chris, I could have hit the shot Steve Kerr hit.
Double many times.
They were open shots, bro. What are we talking about right
And
now?
Steve Kerr also assisted him. Talking teamwork, man.
Hey, how hard is it to pass the ball to an open mug?
It's a Michael Jordan. It's a Michael Jordan right there.
He didn't just pass it because he wanted to. The white coach said, you better, listen, you little Edomite shit. You better pass that black man the ball. That's how we're getting to the promised
Right.
land.
Right.
If you don't pass him the ball, your ass is sitting right here on the bench with me where you belong, getting that black man, that God on this earth, Gatorade.
Right.
How about Kukoc in that era, too? How about him?
He was
They're
good.
all a team, man.
He was good.
And he was a European.
Hold on, were the Bulls champions without Tony Kukoc? That's what I thought, Chris. Name somebody else.
They worked as a team.
Name somebody else, Chris. I watch basketball, Chris. You can't do this with me. What I'm saying is this.
How about the Golden State Warriors?
What,
They work as a fucking team.
and what white boy on the Golden State Warriors is relevant ever?
Right.
I'm saying, but they got multiple. They got white.
Ain't no white. Hey, the closest white boy on the Golden State Warriors is Klay Thompson. That's as close you're gonna get. No, he ain't white. Steph Curry.
Yeah, you know, they're all working as a
Steve Kerr. It's safe to say that Steve Kerr has made his name and his claim to fame off the backs of blacks and Hispanics, man.
War isn't as teamwork. They work together. They all benefit.
Hey, can you name me something that you have French, Irish, European that you didn't take from somebody else?
Let's see here. Celtic language.
The Celtic language is Irish.
Sour
Who were the?
I mean, the Celtics were the
Homosexuality.
I guess you'd call that the native people of Ireland. Their language was from that particular island.
What does the name Ireland mean?
I don't know.
You don't. It means black land.
Teacher,
The
Mom.
original people of Ireland were black. So you stole that shit. Yeah. What are you talking about?
It was about the way the sun hit the dark fields. You know, that's also
Ireland, Scotland,
another thing.
Britain were all ruled by black people before you came out of the caves.
You really think so?
That's what history says.
Hey, what's your
Way
ethnicity?
up there in that latitude?
What's
there?
your
No. If you look at the planet, the equator,
Did you stick?
All the way
Hold on,
up.
Chris. I got a question for her.
Say
Did you stick a fork in the outlet? You look like the fireball emoji. Fuck out of here, man. Hey, with that being said, we're gonna say, call all Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. That's all praises to the Most High God in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world enemy called Jesus Christ. And Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.